but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. People.
Okay. So you want to make content, and that's cool, but let's pause for a second and ask some genuine questions. Who's your audience? What's your unique angle? What is the end goal? And are you even approaching this whole social media thing the right way? Look, I'm not some millionaire guru with a yacht and 10 steps to success course. However, I have been in the game for about 15 years, editing my own videos, shaping my own brand, and building a community from the ground up. I started just like you, full of ideas, but not much direction. Tons of potential, but no initiative. So here's my take on content creation as a whole. I'll tell you everything that I know, no gimmicks, no paywalls, no hour-long seminars in a dimly lit Holiday Inn conference room. Just real, genuine advice from someone walking the same path that just wants to help everybody else do better. So let's get into it.
Are you working? What kind of work do you do?
Alright, so consider me the really cool uncle in the family. You know, the one that like everybody side eyes at Thanksgiving. Not because I'm weird or anything, but because I'm honest and I don't sugarcoat. And let's face it, a lot of YouTubers and content creators make money from telling really long form lies. We're gonna kick things off by talking about your purpose and how it shapes everything that you create. It's easy to say, I want to make money from content creation. Sure, who doesn't? That's most people's end goal. That's even a part of my goals. With just that mindset, you're gonna get bombarded by influencers selling you some get-rich-quick formula. Please ignore that noise. If that worked, everybody would be doing it, and everybody would be getting paid from YouTube, so clearly it doesn't work. You're probably gonna put a ton of time, energy, and sleepless nights into content that doesn't get the attention that it deserves at first, and that is okay. Wanting to be seen is natural. But if that's the only reason you're creating, then the moment you do blow up, you're gonna burn out really fast. You'll start to hate the very thing that used to light you up, and we don't want that. My advice, make what genuinely makes you happy. Build your community around that, your special interest or your talents. It's gonna take longer because it's a genuine build, but it'll be real, and real always lasts longer than the hype. When your audience starts to grow, your numbers won't be on a roller coaster. They'll grow steadily, and just like the trust you've built, they'll remain there even when you take really long breaks. A philosopher that I enjoy listening to, Alan Watts, once said, anything you're interested in, you'll find others that are interested too. While that sounds simple, it is very true, especially to this game. So be like the gym bros and trust the process. Put in the reps, stay off the roids, and muscle boosters that don't promote genuine, real growth. Make content that you enjoy first, and the rest will follow. Now in this section, we're going to talk about posting and more importantly, understanding the platform that you're on. Listen, content is not a one size fits all. You can't just copy paste in the same kind of format across every app and expect it to hit the same. That's like showing up to a wedding in gym shorts or a gym session in a wedding dress. It's good intentions, a horrible execution, I think. Each platform has its own culture and its own rhythm. Instagram, it's all about aesthetics and vibe. TikTok, quick hits, raw energy, and riding trends without losing the soul of your work. YouTube, that is your storytelling dojo. Longer form content can thrive if you know how to keep the attention without losing substance. Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called this week, that's where brains and hot takes win. You ruffle feathers, insights shoot up, but you risk ostracizing your fan base and day one followers for the sake of clout. If you're not studying the platform that you're on and the reactions that go into what you're posting, you're basically showing up to a tournament without knowing the rules and hoping that your luck will help you win your way to the top. The game is proficiency and consistency, and it doesn't matter how good your content is if you're playing the wrong game and you're not practicing, or in this case, studying the algorithm. In essence, posting is a strategy. What time you post, how often you post, and how you format your content, it all matters. And while some people get lucky from that one singular post hitting, it's best to not bank on just that. Studying the game and having a good understanding of the ebb and flow makes it so that when you do blow up, it's never gonna end and fizzle out. You don't need to become a robot or follow every trend, but you do need to be intentional. Figure out what works on the platform, then put your own spin on it. And for the love of all the algorithms, please don't just post and ghost. Engage, respond, be part of the ecosystem that you're creating. Try to respond to comments and maintain a lifeline with your fans, even if it's just one person. These apps reward consistency and connection more than perfection, and that single fan could be spreading the gospel or the gossip regarding how much you truly care about your day ones. Remember, you're not just throwing content out into a void. You're planting seeds. Know the soil that you're working with, and remember, rain grows flowers, not thunder. let's get into something that people don't talk about enough and nobody really likes to bring up. Your digital footprint. Every single thing that you post online, it leaves a trail. Tweets, stories, comments, notes, that one TikTok that you made at 2 a.m. while sleep deprived and emotional, it all lives on, whether you like it or not. And no, this isn't me trying to scare you into being boring. It's me telling you to be intentional with your presence. Because once you put it out there, you don't fully control how it's seen, saved, or shared. All you can control is when you post it, not the perspectives that happen because of it. So ask yourself before you post, why am I posting this? What message am I really trying to send? Is this helpful or hurting the version of myself that I'm trying to build? You're creating a brand, even if it's just you being you. People will come to associate your content with something. Make sure it's something that you're proud of. Now, you don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to filter every thought that you ever speak out of your mind, but you do need to understand the power of your voice online. Sometimes a single post can open doors. Other times it slams them shut before you even get the chance to knock. You're not just building a brand or content, you're building trust, identity, and legacy. So yeah, post with passion, but post with a purpose too. Like my idol always says, with great power, there must also come great responsibility. You have the right to free speech, but that right doesn't prevent you from being wrong or getting checked down in the comments below. Now, you're probably wondering what separates the hobbyist from the serious creatives, and that's learning the full game. Even if that's your goal, push yourself, always. A lot of people jump into content creation thinking one good idea or talent is enough. They're funny or they can draw, and they've got cool takes, and that's great. But if that's all you bring to the table, you're basically a one-trick pony in a rodeo full of beasts who know how to ride, shoot, lasso, and run their own merch booth. You want to make it? Learn the whole trade. I'm talking editing, thumbnails, lighting, captions, music, timing, storytelling, algorithm, basics, everything. You don't need to master it all overnight, but you do need to respect the craft, and that respect comes from knowledgeable tasks and moving forward while learning as much as possible. You want to be like a sponge. This ain't just post and go viral. This is a digital battlefield, and the ones who thrive are the ones who adapt and evolve. Because when something flops, and it will, you'll need more than just your attitude to move forward and pivot. And when something pops off, you need to be able to scale it, repackage it, and keep it moving. Momentum is your best friend, and keeping it while avoiding burnout is a task, but it is a task worth learning. You're not just a creator. You're the writer, the editor, the promoter, the brand strategist, the customer service rep, and the creative director all rolled up into one. So don't just fall in love with one skill and get lazy with the rest. Get curious, learn new tools, ask questions, watch videos like this, watch other tutorials, ask more questions. The more hats you wear, the harder it is for this industry to knock you out of the game. Remember, one-trick ponies get applause, Swiss Army knife creators get careers. Now listen, I may have said it once, but I'll say it again. I do not have all the answers. I'm currently, as of recording this, sitting at 128 subscribers on YouTube, and it's steadily growing, along with 600 and some odd followers on Instagram. And I don't even know how many I have on Facebook or anything else. My point is that I'm still learning, I'm still evolving, and I'm still figuring things out just like the rest of you guys watching. This whole content creation thing, it's a never-ending journey. It's always evolving, and you'll need to find new tools to master, new strategies to test, and new challenges to overcome. But along the way, you'll become way more skilled, more resilient, and, if you're doing it right, more creative than you've ever imagined. That's the beauty of it. Content creation essentially is a gift. It gives you the power to reach people, tell stories, express yourself, and build a legacy from your ideas as well as a community. Don't let that stop you from having fun with it. Because at the end of the day, no algorithm, no trend, no data chart should ever strip you of your authenticity. So be yourself, post what you believe in, create what lights you up. Even if it doesn't go viral, this whole thing, it's a tightrope act. And yeah, you're balancing reach, consistency, engagement, and everything else under the sun. But while you're up there, smile, breathe, dance a little. You might stumble, you might soar. But either way, make sure you're enjoying the walk. Thanks for watching, and good luck.